Hello, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's upside down on my screen, but it's fine. It'll be fine because I could just, it doesn't matter. Hi, welcome back. I'm doing a sleeping video. Originally, I wasn't gonna shoot this. I thought about it and then I was like, I don't know. Because I feel like it's kind of boring. Also, I have a mic on. Can you tell that I have a mic on? My roommate's here with his friend and they're recording some stuff and shit, and it's like super loud. So the only way that I can get shit done is if I have a mic. Also, the mic pack thing that I'm using on my phone is like weighing it down, so I'm just gonna like slightly tilt it, or else I might have to hold it. Oh lord, I might have to do that. I'm holding it with my thigh. I shoot on the floor. I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but I'm gonna sleep today, and also I'm gonna talk about high school drama that I had. Why not? Also, not everything, I'm not sleeping everything because I have more shit. Like, I have more stuff. Like, this isn't even everything. Like, I have this and I have other stuff elsewhere, which is kind of insane how much shit I have. But I've also been gone out of my apartment for a couple months. New group on top, that's not in my unboxing video. We'll get to that when we get to that. But anyway, okay. Oh shit. I didn't prepare the sleeves from Nina. I might have to shoot and then stop and then I'll continue my shoot. We'll get there when we get there. Let's start with nmixx. I do remove my sleeves from their box and their bags. It's just a thing that I do. Sometimes, if it's like frame colored sleeves like this, I don't do that. So let's talk about high school drama. I want to talk about high school drama with a sleeve because I feel like that would be much more interesting than just watching me sleeve. I almost broke my nail. I felt it so hard just now. Oh Lord. I don't think this is enough, but I'll just get more. I have another box of sleeves right there. So when I was in high school, I was in one of those friend groups that everybody dated everybody, but also I went to a really small high school because I went to a K through 12 school, so it was mostly the same people that we studied with our entire lives. And I had a pretty big friend group, so a lot of them dated between each other, or a lot of them ended up liking each other. And like best friend with like his best friend's ex-crush or ex-girlfriend, like stuff like that happened. Even though we still had like a moral code of like not dating your friend's exes, we knew not to do that. But anyway, maybe not in this case. We're gonna call him Todd. Todd was one of my best friends. He was like my best guy friend when I was in high school. And Todd and I knew each other since we were like in pre-K. Like, we were super, super good friends. And Todd was always, oh my God, Todd was always like he felt kind of like left out because he never really dated that much. And, he tried to date me, but I am a lesbian. I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but I am gay. And he, well, obviously didn't succeed. He confessed to me various times and he never succeeded, even when I thought I was bi. But it's just like, we were friends. I thought of him as a brother. I don't have any brothers. I only have sisters. So, having that relationship, I don't know, I really valued his friendship. Anyway, Todd had a best friend. Let's name him Michael. Michael and him had been best friends longer than me and Todd had. They had been best friends since before school, I think. It seemed like it. And they would do a lot of things together. Like, they would do Boy Scouts together, and they would do basketball together, and they would do a lot of stuff together. And so they were really close, and their families were really close too. I don't know, they might still be kind of not them as friends, but their parents might still like hang out and stuff because, parents' relationships, parents have friends too. And so Michael had a girlfriend. They started dating when she came to school. Her name, let's call her Ella. Ella and Michael started dating as soon, like, she was a new girl in the 10th grade, and then they started dating not very long afterwards. And so on the eve of our senior year, summer before senior year, I went on vacation with my family to Universal Studios because it was my sister's 15th birthday, and so we decided to travel out. My friends, well, They had a lot of stuff planned for the summer, but obviously I couldn't go because I was gonna be in Orlando with my family. So one day while I'm at an outlet mall in Orlando, I hope you can't hear my hair brushing my mic. Oopsies. My friend Todd, he calls me. And it's like 11 a.m. in the morning. Like, it's really early, and I'm really confused because I'm like, why the fuck would he call me? I think you can kind of guess what happened because I gave you backstory, but basically, Todd called me and he said, I fucked up. And I was like, why the fuck did you fuck up? What the fuck happened? He proceeds to tell me, okay, I do need another box of sleeves. He proceeds to tell me that he didn't mean any harm, but he had done something bad. And I was like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, it has to do with Ella and with Michael. And I was like, oh no. So Ella cheated on Michael with Todd. But no, not exactly. So basically what happened was Todd had decided that he was going to, or basically they decided together. Ella and Todd decided that when they reached college, they were going to start dating. Now that sounds really weird, especially because I do believe that this relationship started like a couple of months before summer. So it like they had to wait an entire year out, mind you, while she's dating Michael, because she was very conscious of the fact that she was dating Michael, but she was like, oh, we'll just break up because long distance never works out, and because you and I are going to be studying in the same city, it'll be fine, and we can just get together then. So she was going to date Michael throughout the entire senior year. And then once we graduated and we moved to our new cities, well, not me, because this wasn't me, but when they moved to their new cities, they were going to start dating. Again, they got found out in the summer before senior year. So they were going to wait an entire year out. And I think they had been planning this since like March or April, which is fucking crazy when you think about it, because why the fuck would you, like, what, in what world? It doesn't compute to me, the fact that they were going to do this. And I mean, if they started dating afterwards and it was like kind of organic, okay, then fine, whatever. But it was like premeditated, and there was kind of like, this is basically emotional cheating. And the fact that she was still with Michael throughout this process when she clearly wanted to date somebody else is kind of crazy. So what happened was they were at this festival in my city, and Todd told one of our other friends, and our other friend felt very guilty. He felt like a really big guilty conscience. So he decided to tell Michael, and he told Michael, and this all blew up at the festival that night. And they had a really big falling out. And like, they didn't talk for a really long time. Obviously, you're like, my girlfriend's emotionally cheating with my best friend, which is fucking crazy. I think that's the thing that was like, for me, was like kind of insane, because she was emotionally cheating with his best friend, and she could have just easily stopped dating Michael and started dating Todd. Like, it was that easy. I know that it would start drama because it's like ex-girlfriend, but he didn't care enough because he was emotionally cheating with her. So like, anyway, let me get the stuff for my hearts to hearts photo cards. Okay, that was a really big time just like setting up. Anyway, we have 3. Oh yeah, 3, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna use these cherry sleeves. But yeah, they were, I don't even know where I left off because I was just like really locked in setting up, so sorry about that. But yeah, they were basically emotionally cheating for about a couple months, which I think is insane. And also the fact that he didn't find out, like Michael didn't find out until he was told, is also kind of crazy. This is kind of cute. I'm also gonna be like casually collecting hearts to hearts and kiiikiii, but like I'll just be keeping my polls, basically what I'm gonna do. But yeah, but like I feel like that was really pattern behavior with Todd, because Todd was also really interested in another girl that his best friend was talking to, which she's my ex-girlfriend. Like I said, small city, small school, we all dated each other. But basically, Todd started talking with her while she was talking with Michael. or well, he tried to talk, like he tried to get talking with her while she was talking with Michael. She was actively dating, this is upside down. She was actively dating Michael. Like they were going on dates and shit. And Todd was trying to talk to her too. And I don't even remember if she was like reciprocating it or not. Like I really don't remember. It's been a really long time. But this caused another drama. Also, I bought Cosmic when I never said, but these albums, I bought them while I was in Montreal. Well, I bought the Hearts to Hearts album and I bought the Cosmic album. My friends bought the kiiikiii album and the Irene Biggest Fan album for me, which shout out to my friends. I love them so much. So yeah, I have a few Irene cards. But I love this card, by the way. It's so gorge. And I was looking to buy it too, and I ended up pulling it, which is really nice. The cherries are right. But yeah, it's fucking crazy that this kind of pattern behavior, and that one also caused some drama in and of itself, because when he did that he was talking to her, like trying to steal his best friend's girl, basically what he was doing. They ended up, like, he ended up saying something that had to do with him. Like, he ended up telling her, like, some sleazy thing he said or did or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't have enough sleeves for this stack on hand. They're all in my, extra sidebar, sorry. I have more sleeves in my closet and I don't feel like getting up because the camera's gonna fall and then I have to readjust it and it's a whole thing and I don't want to do that. So we're gonna sleeve what I have and the rest I'll sleeve off camera. I actually don't even know if I want to keep her in these clear sleeves or give her something else. So anyway, he ended up saying to, let's call her Janice. He ended up saying to Janice like some sleazy thing that Todd had said, and Todd found out. And Janice didn't want to talk to, not Todd, Michael. Michael didn't want to, wait, pause, rewind. Todd told Janice some sleazy thing that Michael had done. And so Janice decided that she didn't want to talk to Michael anymore. Because, you know, that like crossed the thing, like a boundary that she had, and she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to talk to him anymore. So they stopped dating. Michael, like, she never told Michael who said it, but Michael wanted to know, so that he and his friends did this whole elaborate thing where they made this, his other friends, not the ones in my friend group, they did an elaborate crime map trying to map out who exactly told Janice about this thing that Michael had said or done. He might have done something, I don't exactly remember. And, you know, well, all answers pointed to Todd, obviously, but he didn't want to be incriminated for it. So basically, me and my best friend at the time, we decided to sneak and take the paper out of this, one of his friends, this guy, this military brat's backpack. And we were kind of low-key scared because he was kind of weird and like, he's a military brat, duh. So we decided to take the crime map, steal it, and flush it down the toilet. It was a whole elaborate ruse. We did this in our English period because our English teacher, she basically didn't give us class. Like, we were just in the classroom doing nothing. So we decided to like take it and like flush it down the toilet. We looked at it, but it was like encrypted in code. Like, they were writing in like abbreviations and shit we couldn't understand. But yeah, it was kind of insane how we did that in a period of time. It took us like 5 minutes. So we did that, we stole it, and then we went into the bathroom and we tore it up and we flushed it down the toilet. That's what we did. Kind of insane things happening in high school. When you go to a small Catholic school, a lot of crazy shit will happen. Like, there's other shit that happened between couples in my grade and shit when I was in high school. And especially because my friends were very messy. Like, I was mostly friends with guys, but I swear to God, they were so messy. Like, they say girls are messy, but literally all of the problems that I had in high school and all of the falling outs that I had were all due to boys. Like, boys were the problem. It didn't help also that I was like the only gay kid they knew. And I feel like they also kind of felt a little bit homophobic towards me. I know they probably say they weren't, but I literally believe that probably the girls were the only ones that weren't homophobic towards me. But the boys, I do believe they were. Like, I'm not even like, it's not even a joke. Like, I do think they probably were. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. I don't know if all of that made sense, but I wanted to tell somebody because I've been like, I have these stories from when I was in high school and I never tell anyone because I don't really, like, the people that I hang out with were people from high school. Well, not really high school, but, you know, my roommate, he was in my high school, but he was a few grades above me. So it's like, yeah, so I have these that I couldn't sleeve. So I'll just sleeve them off camera because I know I have more sleeves. I just have to get up and go get them, and I don't want to do that right now. So I have these Nina cards as well. You saw them in my unboxing. If you watched my unboxing, if you didn't, that's fine. My unboxing, my haul. But yeah, I'm gonna organize this while I finish my thoughts. So I think, in my personal and humble opinion, that a lot of people like to do drama, and also I think that Todd might have been a little bit fucked up in the head for dating or wanting to date mostly girls that his best friend was interested in. This might have been some psychological thing or whatever. Also, a lot of the cards that I'm putting away, like these Gio and Bay cards, I already had them in sleeved, so that's why. Or I sleeved them when I got them, so some of these I did open in my unboxing, but I didn't want to sleeve all of it because it was a lot. But anyway, I think, you know, it is pattern behavior, and it wouldn't surprise me if they were still friends in high school and Todd ended up doing some shit like that again, because, like, I feel like he would have, for sure. Okay, these are all stick out. Oh, wait, I almost fucked up. Okay. Like, I feel like 100% he would have. This is not gonna all fit in one box. It really is not. Oh my god. Okay. But I also think, you know, Todd felt like he couldn't come back from it. And honestly, I think the only reason why he came back from that fuck shit that he did is because we were teenagers. Because, you know, teenagers are kind of stupid and shit. And, like, we will forgive our friends for anything. Like, the amount of shit that I forgave, not even my friends, like, my ex-girlfriend for, was, like, kind of insane. And I think it's because, oh, there she goes. It's because we were teenagers. And teenagers, like, they have much more leeway in terms of, like, how people treat them and stuff, since we're not, like, fully mentally developed. This is, like, hazard. I have another box. I have a smaller one around here. Okay, here it is. But I think that's most of the reason why he got away with a lot of the shit that he did. Because he also did some other fuck shit to my other friends and stuff. And I really do, like, I'm not gonna lie, that I really do believe that he only got away with it because of it. Because of the fact that we were in high school. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I really do think, like, if we were adults in this situation, I would have probably cut him off. Let me see. Yeah, it's fine. Wait, no, let me just... But I feel like we would have probably cut him off. I'm not gonna lie. I would have cut him off. Now as a grown-up and knowing that he did that, I would have cut him off. Like, for 100%, like, no doubt in my mind that I would have done that. Okay, so that's the video. I hope that the story made sense, and I hope it was kind of somewhat interesting, and it made my sleeving video a lot more interesting. I'm gonna be filming my storing video immediately after, so I'm gonna be yappy, but I'm probably not as yappy. I'm not gonna talk about anything like this. I'm gonna talk about my collections and stuff. So I'll probably move the mic for this. I don't know, but I'll see you guys in the next video. I also got Red Velvet Surfing Boy, so I'm waiting on that, and so I'm doing an unboxing of that. I'm really excited, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.